I'm now thrilled to say that I'm joined by a music legend, none other than Mr. Jimmy Cliff. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's so lovely to see you here. Jimmy, I can't believe that you're in a place as rainy as this, though. It feels a bit wrong. Can you make the sun come out for us?
I carried a little bit in my pocket, but it's all gone.
Oh, can't imagine where it went. So, Jimmy, you last played the festival in 2008, is that right?
Yes.
And was that a good show? How did you enjoy it?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
So what's brought you back this year? What made you decide it was time to come back?
Oh, the love of music, and this is a great place to play, People come here for the love of music, and, I love what I do. So it's great to be playing to people who just come for the love of music.
Well, listen, you're somebody who has, a vast and distinguished career and a huge amount of music, but also kind of brought your music and Jamaican music to the rest of the world. You've won, been distinguished for it at home in Jamaica. What is it, do you think, that we relate to about Jamaican music? Because we do love it over here, and especially at Glastonbury Festival, there's always been kind of Jamaican artists playing here.
I don't know. I think our music from Jamaica relates to all aspects of life. It's not only the one-to-one relationship, but it relates to the aspects of spirituality or politically and socially. All those aspects, and everyone can relate.
Yeah, and Glastonbury is a very kind of spiritual and political place,
yes.
Right? Are you going to be seeing much of the festival? Are you going to hang out a little bit? How's it going to work?
I hope to. I'm looking forward to do that. There are some acts that I'd like to see.
And who are they? Who would you? Anyone in particular?
Well, I've never seen Paul Simon live, and I've never seen U2 live, so maybe I'll have an opportunity.
Fantastic. You had your first hit at 14, didn't you? So
yes.
You've been in this game quite a while. What keeps you playing and keeps you making music? What is it that you said you love it, but what is it that you love?
Well, I do think that everyone comes into this life with a calling, as they say, and I think that's my calling. So I'm doing what I love, and when one is doing what one loves, whatever one does other than that is not as satisfying. So I'm doing what makes me really feel satisfied inside.
And we're here playing a show that obviously, a lot of Glastonbury, it's kind of about experiencing music outdoors and with other people. Do you think that gives it a different flavour than, I guess, if you're playing a gig in a club for people who've all come to see you? Maybe it's a different environment than if you're at a festival and it's kind of people who are dipping in and out of all sorts of music. Do you think the audience is different?
It's a different atmosphere when it's open air than when you're covered and inside. I think you feel a little more free with the wind like that, as opposed to inside. So, yeah, and I enjoy them both. But I'm looking forward to this one.
And what are you going to play tonight? Can you give me any clues about the set? What can we hear?
I'm going to play some new material that I'm doing from my new album. But I still will play some of the classics that people expect. I think they wouldn't let me go without.
Be heartbroken if we did. If we were working to get many rivers to cross. So you're also on tour. You're playing. If people are listening at home and they're not at Glastonbury this weekend, you're doing a bunch of other shows. Liverpool, Wolverhampton, Dublin, all sorts of places.
Right.
And is that kind of part of a bigger tour for you? Are you on tour all over the place at the moment?
I'm all over the place in Europe. This is a long European tour. This is going to take me up until in September.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. And I've not played so many places in the UK for a long time. So I'm really particularly looking forward to that.
I have to say, Jimmy, you look fantastic on it. What's your secret? Because a grueling touring schedule. I get 18-year-old kids in here looking like beaten down just off one album's touring. You've been at it for years. How do you stay so young looking?
Oh, I try to, after all the abuse that I've given myself, I try to eat and sleep and think properly, and I think it's just a matter of combination of all of those.
It's just lucky. It's just luck. Jimmy Cliff, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's an absolute pleasure. Have a great show tonight.